person's also from the South, so they're not used to all this. And I'm like, you just wait. Winter is going to come with a vengeance whenever it gets here.
And it really has.
This is proving to be quite true.
No, yeah, absolutely.
So,
I mean, this is just unbelievable how much snow we've seen so far, and that, I mean, this whole blizzard I mean, this is just unbelievable. I'm excited for it. I mean, personally,
yes,
I mean,
I love snow.
you know, and obviously we hope that, I mean, fingers crossed as far as school tomorrow. Hopefully, I don't know.
I don't know if they've started closing Cyride routes already though. Usually, if Cyride is unable to continue running, then they have to close school for the people that don't have any transportation.
Yeah, I mean, once that's
or people that live far on campus.
Yeah,
there's no way I'd walk to class tomorrow.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We actually have a plug really quick. If you guys have any questions out there, viewers out there, go ahead and call this phone number. It's 314-389-6831. Oh, sorry, let me repeat that. It's 319-389-6831. If you have any questions, phone in. We'd be happy to take them. But actually, we're going to take it to the wall now for your current update.
Well, thank you very much, Tyler. As you can see, folks, our current conditions across the state are 25 degrees. The dew point's at 23. That's why we're seeing the snow, folks. The dew point's that high. Excuse me. Humidity at 93%. And we've got winds gusting at 17 miles per hour across the state. So, you know, we've calmed down a little bit. That's great. And our temperatures at Fort Dodge, we've got 21 degrees. Carroll, 23 degrees. Atlantic, 27. Creston, 27. We move over to the east part of the state. Marshalltown's looking at a nice 25-degree temperatures. Ankeny, 28. Pella, also 28. Chariton's looking at a decent 30. And as we go to more cities, 22 in Mason City. Waterloo's looking at 25. Dubuque over at 30, so they're a little warmer towards the east of the state. The stores still got to catch up to them. 33 in Davenport, 29 in Ottumwa. And we move over to our wind gusts across the state. 40 up in Storm Lake. That's incredible. 40 miles per hour. 24 down in Council Bluffs. 30 over in Sioux City. Des Moines was looking at 30 mile per hour wind gusts. And then as we move over to the east part of the city, we've got 26 miles per hour in Dubuque and 26 also in Davenport. So, I mean, folks, these winds, they're just a nasty mix with the snow. You need to stay inside. Our temperatures around Iowa, Minneapolis is up at 18. Bismarck is a toasty 1 degrees temperature. Chicago is at 33. Kansas City, 33 degrees. St. Louis at 39 degrees. So even down south, they're starting to cool down. Our Midwest next red, as you can see, we've got this low pressure here sitting a little bit above Iowa, and it's bringing all these nice, all these cold temperatures and snow, as you can see, just moving its way across the eastern part of the country. It's really just not a good place to be right now. Everybody needs to stay indoors, and it's only going to get worse as we progress into Wednesday some more. So, okay, now we look at our forecast snowfall. Rochester, we're looking at 2.3 inches. Ames is 3.7 inches. And we're going to send it actually back over to the desk with Tyler. Tyler?
Thank you very much for that update, Sam. And actually, we have some updates of our own to update us on. That car crash we talked about earlier today happened to be in Merrill, Iowa, and that happened this morning. And also, just to kind of update a few of the snow totals, Cedar Falls has seen 9 inches, West Des Moines has seen 8 inches, and Iowa Falls has seen 7.5 inches. And so, I mean, these are just unbelievable snow totals so far.
And it's going to continue like this, so we're in for a long night. And
we really are.
It's nice when you stay in and look at it out from the inside, though. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to stress one more time, if you have any questions, call 319-389-6831. You see it right there on the bottom of your screen. Actually, why don't we go ahead and we should pull up Skycam right now. Let's take a look outside. Let's see what it looks like. Can we? There we go. We got Skycam up.
Rarely can see it.
It is. So Skycam is pretty awesome outside right now. There we go. Oh, someone ran by. Yeah, you can just see the snow out there. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, you can see the. Oh, people are playing in the snow. Look at that. Oh, that's wonderful. You know, it's good to see people having fun with this. I mean, I know all the kids will, obviously. I mean, everybody's going to have a good time with this. And so, I mean, you can't really see the snow flying at this right now because of the camera, but you can still see everybody outside hanging out with them right now. What do you think about that? Do you want to be outside, Go-Go? Do you want to go outside and play in the snow?
Oh, I would love to.
Well,
as long as you're not in a car, I mean.
Well,
I mean, that's the safest thing to do out there is just to
but-
play in the snow.
No, on a serious note, no, you don't want to be outside
Well,
anyway in a car. Or
In
if
a
you want to be
car.
outside,
I mean,
yeah.
make sure you dress warm though, of
Yeah.
course. I mean, it's going to be very
Well, you
cold.
know,
out
we
there.
were talking about this actually earlier on the way back from a class, and that is like, this is a significant weather event as far as snow. I mean, tons of
Yeah.
snow, and the good news about this is that it's not freezing. I mean, it's nice.
Right.
It's obviously cold, but it's not like those blizzards rather you see like in January and February,
Yeah.
which are like, super cold. I mean, it's bearable out there if you bundle
Right.
up. You're fine.
Yeah.
You can have a good time with it.
I mean,
So.
maybe by tonight into tomorrow. It's going to be cold tomorrow with those winds, but, it's not, like you said, it's not as bad as, February, January, so.
Well, hang on to your wigs and keys if you have to go out tomorrow
Sure.
after school. So we're going to send it to the wall with Rachel Witter right now and some more updates.
All right, thank you, Tyler. We're going to take a look at what's in store for us now. And as you can see here, we're seeing heavy snow. And as it progresses forward, that's going to move up into our area. High winds, and with that, very, very cold temperatures. We're going to see wind chill values to almost negative 20 degrees tomorrow. So that's what's in store for us here. But we'll take a look at the forecast jet stream. There's the cold air. That's going to push down into our area, sitting right over Iowa. That's where we're going to get those very frigid temperatures for tomorrow. Now, taking a look at our forecast service map, frigid temperatures, and pay close attention to these lines right here. Those are isobars. And as we get more of those into our state, that's why we're getting windy conditions. And as we put this into motion, that low is just going to move off and bring us windy conditions, and behind that, very frigid temperatures. So that's what's in store for us for the next day or two. And for tonight, snow and high winds. We're going to see temperatures around 10 degrees, but it's definitely not going to feel like that. It's going to feel a lot colder. Winds out of the northwest, 25 to 30 miles per hour, gusts of up to 40 miles per hour. So definitely not anything you want to mess with. For tomorrow, blizzard conditions, a high of a whopping 13 degrees here. Winds out of northwest once again, 25 to 30 miles per hour, gusts of up to 45. So that wind's just going to be blowing that snow around. We're getting very heavy snow now, and taking a look at the week ahead for tomorrow. High winds, that's where we're going to see the blizzard conditions, 13 degrees. Look at the lows here, negative 7 degrees for Wednesday night, and heading into Thursday, a whopping 10 degrees. But we're going to see the sun once again, and heading into Friday, early into the weekend, 16 degrees. Once again, we'll see the sun, but heading into the weekend, 22 degrees for Saturday. So that's going to feel very balmy for the conditions that we're seeing now and for the rest of the week. And for your Sunday, 17 degrees. So we're seeing the teens, and we're seeing the low 20s. Very cold. We are spoiled in November, but we're getting a blast of winter right now. Back.
Thank you very much, Rachel. We have a couple, actually, little shout-outs we're supposed to give out. I'm not for sure what else we're supposed to say, but Kelsey and her roommates want a shout-out, so there we go. There's that. And also I want to give a personal shout-out to Katie, Veronica, Steph, and Matt. I know they're all watching at home, wherever they are, which is wonderful.
Yeah, of course.
I know. So many viewers. I love it. Let's go ahead and let's pull up a chart regarding wind chills, if we can pull that up. And actually, as you see here, you see the lighter blues transitioning into the purples. What this means is you see the top bar has the temperature, and on the side is the wind. Now, this is going to be very important to focus on over the next 24 to 48 hours, obviously, because of the fact that not only is the temperature going to be dropping, the winds are going to be increasing by a lot. And what that means is, let's start with those lighter blues. That means it's going to be about an hour or so.
Yeah.
To be outside for your skin to freeze. And as you see, as you propagate to the right of that graph there, that chart rather, you see as it goes up in higher colors and it goes to the purple is 5 minutes. You can be outside in just 5 minutes and get frostbite. And so obviously when it gets to be that dangerous, that's not something to mess with. And even in general, I mean, you don't want to be outside when it's bad enough anyway.
Yeah, I mean, those temperatures are ridiculous. You see some like 80 degrees below zero, with which we're not going to be near that, but definitely, I mean, I think we were in the zone of light blue, so just an hour of skin, not covered skin, I mean, can give you frostbite, so definitely.
Yeah. Well, bundle up if you have to go out
up.
anyway, or if you're playing in the snow. Can't go wrong
Yeah,
with that.
for sure.
We want to plug the number one more time. The phone number is, can we put on this, well, no, I got to write it down. Thank goodness, folks. There it is, 319-389-6831. That is 319-389-6831. Call for your questions, call for your concerns, call for a shout-out. You do whatever you want. Just, that's fine.
We accept all calls.
Oh, we do, and that's great. Free of charge. There we go. We're going to send it to the wall with Ryan Ellis with some more updates.
And make sure you don't abuse that phone number. We've got a few questionable callers already. But, hey, we really want those questions. Come call. I know you have your weather questions because this is rather an historic event. Again, Kelsey and your roommates, thank you for calling. I was the one that answered. Now let's go ahead and take a look at those current conditions. 25 degrees out there. Temperature hasn't changed all that much. But you should notice these wind speeds have increased to 17 miles per hour. They're out of the north-northeast. Very cold, bitter wind. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the temperatures across the region. 21 in Fort Dodge, 30 in Sheraton, but the main thing you want to take away here is this temperature gradient off to the northwest. Very cold air is beginning to move in, and that's going to make our temperatures drop in the next few days. Now if we go ahead and take a look, if we keep going here, if it wants to, there we go. Temperatures again later here, you see 27 Des Moines, you see that cold air start to move in. This is at 9 o'clock here. And again, it's just going to keep getting colder as the night progresses onward. Let's take a look at those wind gusts. Now you see here, off to the east, we have a little bit cooler, a little bit less, 26 in Dubuque. But here, Storm Lake 40. That is actually in our blizzard condition category. You should be expecting some very large snow drifts out there. And across the state, we're mainly around 30, which is definitely near that blizzard criteria. Keep going through here. Here's these temperatures across the Midwest. Again, like I talked about, here's that temperature gradient. Very cold air up here in Montana, sub-zero temperatures. But otherwise, you see this system. We do have that cold front here, and then we have a warm front over here. Actually, it has some 50s down there in Alabama, which, to add on, there actually was some tornado watches down there issued by the Storm Prediction Center today. Let's keep on moving through. Here is the Midwest Next Red Radar. Thank you to Scott Lincoln, who has made it so it updates constantly. You can see here these greens and light blues of snowfall, but the very interesting thing here is when you get into this darker green, that's very heavy snowfall. So as we keep been saying, here's this really heavy stuff we experienced earlier, but right now we're in this break region here. But as Hoffman said, here's that round 2 of snowfall. Very heavy snow is going to move in and just continue to accumulate overnight. So now let's move ahead through and look at our forecast snowfalls. See here for Ames, 3.7 inches. We can put this into motion. As it slowly increases overnight, we reach to about 9. Again, like I said earlier, you should probably expect maybe 3 or 4 more inches added onto these totals. Again, this is our model, not exactly accurate, but close. The other models out there are saying maybe close to 15, maybe in some spots locally, maybe up to 20. But here in Ames, you should probably expect between 10 and 15 inches total. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast winds. We'll go ahead and put this through here real quick. I'll get myself off the wall in just a second. You see the winds come out of the north. Very cold air does move in. But you know what now? Let's go ahead and send it back to the desk to my favorite host, Mr. Tyler Roney.
Thank you very much, Ryan. Alice, for that beautiful update. Liz, I know you want to talk about thunder snow.
Yes.
One of the most amazing things about
I love thunder snow. I think we have a graphic for thunder snow.
Somewhere.
And
Might
I
be
think
there.
we're in the process. I guess. Okay. Right.
Well, here we go.
It's coming.
One more. It's going to be a big surprise. Where's the drum roll?
Again, there's no more updates from Twitter
There
as
it
of yet.
is. Hey.
So.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
Which is, I guess, a good thing in a way. Anyway, talking about thunder snow, that's definitely, it's caused by basically the same things that cause tornadoes in the atmosphere, except to a lesser extent because they can't get as extreme. And this causes very heavy snow rates. I know with thunder snow you can see up to 2 or 3 inches per hour. And there's definitely lightning with this because that's what causes the thunder. And snowfall accumulations are definitely higher than expected with thunder snow. So it's pretty intense. And I know that's expected tonight through tomorrow morning. So I'm really excited.
Hopefully.
I might not be sleeping tonight.
Hopefully we're going to see
There's
it.
thunder snow.
Yeah. Nick Curl wants a shout out. Nick Curl, how you doing? Let's go to the wall. Come over there. Their final wrap up.
Thank you, Tyler. We're going to take a look at your final forecast here before we get off the air. Snow and high winds tonight, blizzard conditions on into tomorrow, 13 and getting colder throughout the day. And looking at the extended forecast, cold. Look at these lows, negative numbers here, -7 Wednesday night, Thursday night, -8. It'll dry out here, and we'll have time for everyone to clear out their snow and roads. But after that, Sunday we get cooler again, 17. So really, that's about what we're going to see. So really, that is a cold forecast. This is some of the coldest weather we'll see all year, I think.
Well, ready for a cold blast, absolutely. Now, following this, intense blizzard, of course.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to also mention Chicago forecast weekend. What is?
That doesn't matter.
I don't
There
know
it
what
is.
any of this is. Okay, well, we got to actually wrap up the show. So I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning into this very special edition of Sides, Eyes in the Skies. We had to do this because we felt like it was very important, not only for us to gain experience out of this, but of course to provide the public and everybody watching the latest up-to-date information, so to speak, with this intense blizzard going on outside. As you can see, the families gather around. Come on in, everybody. It's a family photo.
Sam,
It's almost
there
the
you go.
holidays. All right, we're going to send it off. Everybody stay tuned. Please keep checking the weather and the road conditions if you have to go out, but try to stay inside, of course. So, Ames and everywhere watching, stay classy.
Oh.